You are watching Omnis Protocol. I am Charles, also known as Omnis, and I am here with Danny Modesto, my co-host of Move, Move, Throw, to do a Marvel Crisis Protocol battle report to celebrate the new year and more MCP in the future. What's going on, Danny?
Not a lot. So we've just gotten through Christmas and trying to get all these presents and stuff put away and all together.
Well, the Christmas present for everyone is the Omnis Protocol channel will now have MCP videos again as part of 2026. So a little New Year's, Christmas. But let's get into this particular game. So we've got Boots playing Sentinels, and then Pat, or as I've often called him, Best Pat, which is probably a divisive statement, but we love our local Pat. And he is playing Dormomu. Do you want to run the watchers through the list real quick, Danny?
I believe it's Dormomu, Prowler, Okoye, Zemo, and I believe is Echo.
Yep, Echo, Rockstar.
And you have Taskmaster, you have Wong, Ultron 2, you have Sentinel, and you have Cassandra Nova.
Yeah, very, very cool list.
Like just very aggressive, lots of toys to play around with. You got grunts, you have your girl Echo. I'm like, oh, I love it.
So good. So, do you have any initial thoughts on this matchup? My first opening thoughts were both of the games that I recorded between them had a total of 5 65mm bases across the list. So I was like, let's just get all of them on camera right away.
I don't really want to fight either of these lists, or I should say, I think these lists is sort of like a trap, right? Because like these are lists that can take a lot of hits, a lot of punches here, and so standing around and trying to outfight them. I mean, like there's some lists that can, but a lot of lists just straight can't. It's just so much health. Right, you're punching through. Or in the change with Dormammu, people are coming back. Like in both sides, you have people are coming back potentially. So it's like, oh, what are you, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I like it. All right. Well, I think people came here for the game, so let's go ahead and dig into this matchup right now and start the video. Okay. So, do you have any thoughts on the opening layout for the table, Danny?
I personally like to have Dormammu harder to one side. And just like really push on because like he's such a threat. Because he that upgrade Dormammu, like he's just such a threat that he's coming in and pushing up the field. And most people can't duel with him, right? You attack him, you get pushed away. It's like it doesn't matter, right? You just walk off. So you can just heavily rely on him to sort of hold a whole side of the board on his own and then go from there. But I can see it sort of having the pivot because you're not quite sure. And sort of like the smaller box here in the scenario, like you can kind of reach both if you teleport and walk, I should say.
Yeah. Terrain-wise, I went with a slightly more symmetrical kind of layout compared to the first one that I did. And so we've got the size 5 kind of on the left-hand side of your screen, the 2 4s kind of like spread out from that. And then in the middle, the piece of terrain that is closer to Dormammu is a size 3. The one that has the Apocalypse sarcophagus that's closer to the top, that one is a size 4. So, but they ended up with, we're playing new missions here. So it looks like Dormammu won priority to go first. Just trying to see which character, did you catch which character that is? Is that Echo?
I believe there's Echo right there. She is picked up the extract and continued walking in towards the secure.
Yep. Not within range 5 of the board edge, so she doesn't drop it. So,
the way I equate it to sort of like it's old like kill box rules, right? Like you can't end within the edge, and everything else is fine.
Here, Pat picked up the objective, which actually needs to stay on the table.
Yep.
They saved some separate tokens that are over there by the score tracker to mark the extracts for the moment.
That is something I have a problem with my tokens, that I don't have enough for extras like that, where I'm like, I didn't really think this out. How this is going to work out to some sort of other type of token, right? The whole things.
Yep. And so that was Taskmaster, who moved on to that upper left secure. Taskmaster, interesting inclusion. How do you feel about Taskmaster versus Bucky for a Sentinels list?
I also think he juiced up Taskmaster to become a Sentinel. that one card.
He did, yes.
Yeah. Task, he's tougher, right? Like, he is tougher than Bucky, like, once he gets fighting range and stuff. I just think in this list, he has a lot of models, like Dormomu play has a lot of models that could dive hard. And so the issue with Bucky is that if he gets too close into a fight, he just explodes. He's not that tough of a fighter.
And so we got Pat here activating Prowler, who kind of moved in an L shape to grab the extract. Prowler has the ability where he gets to refund the power after grabbing an extract, or any interaction. He's any interaction with a objective, and then moves towards the middle. Love it. You know me, I love the stuff that interacts well with the flip secures.
I also just think Prowler's a really good model. Right?
Yes,
very efficient.
100%.
Like, super fast, just running around.
I've had an absolute blast playing him.
Yeah.
All right. So, what are your thoughts here on, like, the Sentinels list? Like, who wants to be holding extracts in this particular setup? Taskmaster seems like a good starting place.
Yes. I mean, I feel like holding things, Ultron, Sentinel, and Task are pretty safe because they also have long-range attacks. So they can pick something up, stand on a secure, and start firing in, which is a pretty solid game plan for most of the game. And then you have the grunts, Cassandra, and you have Wongers that can help and sort of like remediate as things go on. And Dormammu side, like, it just seems very obvious. Dormammu is like the easy pick, and then there's nothing wrong with Echo and Prowler. The issue is Echo is going to be close to the fight, so there's potential for her to explode. But she can go down fighting really quick.
Better defenses than you probably expect on a 3. Overall, I think I like that for the Dormammu team. Keep Okoye so she can protect. She's going to almost always have Bodyguard online, and so she can take hits and protect the extracts, and then let Dormammu and Zemo be more aggressive. So I definitely like that overall setup.
And they're also just pieces that can do well defensively. So a lot of running around.
So it looked like, was that a Wong moved up and no?
Wait, he was just measuring the forest again.
I was just saying, who's in front of Ultron there near the objective? It's Wong or Cassandra Nova, right? There's only two other small bases over there.
I believe it is Wong.
Yeah. But did not hand out a power, it looks like. Or no, because
he did.
He did because of no. Okay, so that's Cassandra grabbing the extract. Correct. This is an interesting choice. She's not the tankiest character in the world, but she does have some cool defensive mechanics.
Yeah, it's sort of like hiding her behind so she can do things for later, which is good. Like a longer term plan for her. And holding on extract means like you don't care if you back off with her later in the game, play defensively.
Yeah, hiding her behind the size 4 also seems smart. Okay. It's going to be interesting to see who has to be the aggressor in this matchup, and like how much that's going to be determined by that roll to see which secure turns off. Yeah.
The other thing you could do the larger bases, right, is sit between the extract and a secure so that you can do both. So you constantly like fishing for the extract and still getting it, which is placement wise, Dormammu still has an option, but there's only really, I guess you still have the Sentinel option right now.
Yeah. That does bring up, I haven't measured it on this one. I'm curious if a 50mm base can stand between the two objectives in this particular situation, and
I believe it can.
Both. Yeah, it looks likely. It's just not something that I had checked. All right, so Zemo had moved up, and now we've got the Ultron grunts moving up, which don't look like they're in range for any attacks, but he's going to move them up fairly aggressively, it looks like.
Yeah. Well, I think he doesn't care, right?
Pressure. Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to explode and just do some splash here.
I'm just curious if he's going after anyone in particular. Maybe just trying to make it so Dormammu doesn't get... It's hard to get an initial attack from Dormammu?
Maybe.
But
Dormammu's I would be trying to kill Zemo and Echo as quickly as I could.
Yeah. Maybe just the hope is maybe with cover. One of the interesting things is that because the Ultron grunts get so few dice on defense, they're less likely to give skulls to Dormammu.
That's true.
All right, so now we're activating Ultron. Ultron is moving away from the right-hand side towards the left-hand side. And another thing to keep in mind in this one, you do contest at range 2 off of the secures, which might be a little surprising to people who have not watched this secure being played before.
I was thinking measuring the second move, but more enough space to get to the front. So get to the front side.
Yeah, he just wants to be in front of the objective, pointing, barrel towards the enemy, so to speak, as far as offense goes. And had plenty of movement, so they didn't feel the need to put the template down.
Yeah, I think the reason why is that placement-wise, it's harder for Dormammu to land. Right?
Oh,
because on the right side, Dormammu has way more landing space to have a next place. Not that he can't land Dormammu here, but where he has to have him placed isn't on a secure, isn't on a thing for later, so he's going to be forced to spend power to do things.
That's a really good shout, Danny. I think, when you were playing these big base characters, you see it very clearly that Pat was leaving space for Dormammu on the right, but wasn't it kind of expecting Dormammu to have to go to the left?
Yeah, I think he's expecting to duel Ultron, and now Ultron switch sides.
So it looks like 3 successes on the opening Dormammu attack.
Yeah.
So doing rerolls for Dormammu, he has 1, which does result in a 4th success, it looks like. And so there is some gamble here as defensive rerolls could yield skulls and give successes.
Well.
So it looks like he just takes 1 damage. I think Ultron is happy about that overall exchange.
Yep, love and life. So then, the Sentinel crosses the other way.
Yeah. I definitely was a little sad that we didn't end up with some of the Mark IV for cost characters on here as well. I think one of the big powers of Sentinels right now is that card to be able to just heal the 4s back to full. And now that it doesn't cost, people probably if you only remember when Sentinels came out, that card wasn't that great because it was just too expensive. And so it just completely drained Prime of all of his power. And then it was a year ago. It wasn't part of this new errata, but a while ago they changed that card and it made it so it only costs, I think, 4 now or something. And it doesn't have to be during his turn. So it's really easy, to just heal a, injured Sentinel back to full, which is a backbreaker in these 3 to 4 round games.
Yeah, Wong alone makes it very difficult to get rid of a Sentinel quickly. Right.
Okay.
We are end of rounding.
All right, so they're wrapping up the turn. They haven't scored points, but I believe they both just score 4. Yep. And so now the extracts all go back. And now they know which one is going to be off. Which of the secures will be off. Skull. Let's see. I mean, I think that's you're probably not happy about it being on your side, but having the secure turn off that just has Echo on it is probably a fine flip overall. Not too crazy.
Yeah, because think how sad it'd be if Dormammu's over there. And it's well, now you really have to have him do work to make anything happen.
If the one with 4 of your characters on it turns off, you're pretty sad.
Yeah.
All right, Cassandra Nova is playing Efficient Machines.
Yeah. Oh.
And they're playing Directive 1 as well, I think.
Oh, yeah, this is all in turn. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like ignore cover, no defensive modifications to dice, and counting additional stuff as successes for Cassandra Nova's buff. So lots of... Clearly, Boots is going all in on the pain and suffering for Pat soon.
Yeah. Is Taskmaster a shield throw?
Yeah. All right, so Dormammu has priority, right? Do you have any thoughts on the opening play here? What would you go for in this situation?
The biggest immediate threat is Ultron, right? Is in range to double tap, and the grunts go in here. The problem with the Sentinels is you can't really target it because you're very unlikely to one-shot it, right?
Yeah.
And so, full juiced up Sentinels like, yay! Right? I have a power to one rearrange board.
Yeah, the Pat list has a lot of... Pat's Dormammu list has a lot of, like, general overall pressure, but it doesn't have that big swing where you're, it's not like a Thor 2 activation or something, right? Where you're, very likely to get a kill. But he is going Dormammu first. Gonna open up.
I think he's going just all in and just try to double tack and hope.
It looks like Taskmaster is within range 3. I definitely wouldn't hate the Taskmaster kill here. But 4 dice looks like he was probably attacking Ultron.
Yes.
Zemo reroll. Sending in 5 successes with I believe there's 1 skull over there for Boots. Looks like blocked 2, so I think 3 damage. Looks like he's playing fallback now. I think it seems like what are your thoughts on this moment for playing fallback?
I never like playing fallback on a character who doesn't have an extract.
But nobody has extracts right now.
Right, but that's why I wouldn't be using it, because at this point, he saves Ultron. Ultron's taking a pretty big hit-ish. What's Ultron really going to do this next turn? Right now he's backed off.
Looks like you're electing to not play fallback.
Yeah. Which tracks?
Or
are we? Or it's going a different direction?
All right. Still a friendly game, so I think there was some realization that you'd be able to probably pretty easily check that whether or not Ultron could back up far enough that direction and stay within. So he's just playing fallback for cover, it looks like. My gut is I'm not sure I'd play fallback this early, and I think I'm probably overall happy that he's not targeting the characters who get the who get all of the bonuses, right? They're not getting efficient machines. Like Ultron is a good attacker, but doesn't get efficient machines. So,
and also, I'm less likely to want to save Ultron because he's hexed.
Yes,
right. It's like Hex is just so debilitating.
Yeah. I mean, you're probably not activating Ultron first, right? And so the odds are that someone's gonna have another chance at him.
I mean, it's so long to fix it and everything, but I just think there's good odds that Ultron just toughs it out in a second attack.
Spending for a Sentinel Prime rerolls and takes 2. Did not roll any more additional skulls. All right. How do you feel overall about that Dormammu activation?
It was tepid. It was just kind of okay. Wog just sort of neutralizes it here, and walks over. It's like condition or healing. I mean, you've only taken 4. Yeah, I can see why you do that.
Yeah, remove 2
and just play
take away half of a Dormammu activation,
and just take that. And I love Wong, right? Because hanging out in the background is he's not really a threat. Well, you don't want him to be a threat, but...
There's some interesting logic here. We're playing this extract. Do you immediately try to take characters away so they can't go pick up extracts, or do you pick up extracts early, right? It's an inverse of the turn 1 effect. We're usually grabbing extracts right away, where maybe now in this situation, you use your last activations to go grab extracts.
This is also a scenario where I could see you diving your opponent's extracts with a long mover. If you think one side is like weaker. Right, and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna take this now because they can't really stop me. So, and that's where like fallback would matter, right? Like you double walk, grab something, they attack, and you're like, who cares? Bye.
Yeah, there's certainly some ability with the range 2 contest. Like you could still like, I don't know if the medium moving 50 millimeter bases. I imagine they probably could be max range to walk, grab an extract, walk back. But I have to check the exact math on that. So this looks like this is an Echo charge into Sentinel Prime.
Okay.
Damn, big swing there.
Yes. I mean, if anyone's going to do it, she most certainly can.
Yeah. Is that 5 damage through? Rolls in a crit. Pat is sending 5.
Yes. Oof. Slicing heads off.
Was that just a dazed Sentinel Prime? That is.
Yeah.
Damn, Echo. She is so much fun to play.
She's she can slice through people. I like the Dormomu because like she just comes back, right?
Yeah.
I think this was the Weapon X slot.
Yes. But I think she's, like I said, long mover, really good overall potential.
What are we rolling?
Is that a grunt attack? So he's doing Ultron now.
Okay.
3 damage into Dormomu. Dormomu only gains 1 power.
Yeah.
I mean, reasonable target here, right? Dormammu's not getting cover. You can unload and have 4 attacks into Dormomu.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really want to punch Zemo, right? Yeah. And get him juiced up before he goes here. And this is my point about Ultron's position, is that, like, if he was close, you could have thrown, you could have used the beam, right? All sorts of cool tricks if he was much closer in. And now it just sort of feels like he has, like, an okay turn. Not like a bad turn, but an okay turn.
Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe the plan should have just been from the get-go, since you had the range 2 movement, is just try to position Ultron so that he would have had cover from the size 5 from the get-go, and then you probably could have saved fallback. So it looks like Ultron's moving and then is going to bow, which unfortunately, bow to the will of MODOK was the very first incarnation of that power, and ever since then I've called everything bow. I forget which one's Ultron's is called, but it's
like Encephalo Beam or something like that. It's a really weird name.
Yeah.
Encephalo Beam. I was right the first time. Hell
yeah. Look at you. All right, and then he's going to move back, and he is going to grab an extract. Overall, I like this. I think utilize
I like the play. Yeah.
Get some damage spread, right? Get an extract, and get Dormammu a bit out of position. Overall, I dig it.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I think what ended up happening is, like, I mean, I don't know how likely it was for Echo to actually blow up Sentinel like that.
Yeah.
So I think the play was, hey, play defensive Ultron and try to keep him alive because he was afraid of maybe Zemo diving, right, and coming in. Because Zemo's on force, you could charge, spender, attack, and then try to attack again to pick up the extracts, right? Like continue moving on and then try to get 1 power off the second attack to pick up, which is why I love Zemo in this scenario.
Yeah. Also, potentially having saving fallback for the second attack from Echo could have also been huge.
Again, that's like the small things. It's like, were you willing to trade Ultron for that?
Yeah, and that was I feel like you're okay sacrificing Ultron since this is your efficient machine's turn. You don't really you want the Sentinel activations, which Ultron is not.
Also, Ultron with power is a madman.
Yeah,
like he just rearranges the board. He's throwing stuff. Like, just, I don't want to do this guy.
All right.
Like double extinction protocol. Like blow everything up, everyone dies. Like, yay.
All right, looks like Prowler activation. Looks like charging. God, I love triple long move charge characters. Is my jam. Pat, speaking my language.
Power. Yeah, it's like all in. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, go to Cassandra. Oh, baby.
Oh man, but I like the strategy on Pat's part,
I get it. I get. Yeah.
Take away the efficient machine activations is huge because you've gotten Boots into kind of an awkward activation order.
Well, it's also, he messed up Cassandra here. He only has Taskmaster really to respond. And
she doesn't have the power to do her defensive thing because she spent for efficient machines.
Because she hasn't gone yet. She didn't generate any.
Yeah.
So you go after her. Now's the turn. Blocks 2.
Yeah, it looks like block 2, 3 damage, 1 goes through, and then a suppressive to remove a power. So not a crazy Prowler turn by any means. I would have definitely been nervous in Boots or John's if I switch back and forth between his names. But Prowler up there in the action. He is range 2, so he's at least contesting that secure now. But he's standing right next to Taskmaster.
Yeah. Which is always a problem. Always a problem. What do you think Okoye does? Like, I assume she just walks back and picks up an extract.
Yeah, I think now you probably end up utilizing her as an extract holder.
Yeah,
with the way that...
just get rid of her.
But I like... If John is planning to go after her, this is...
But a single attack from, like, a shield toss is, like, into Okoye. It's unlikely to kill her.
Yeah. I mean, it is efficient machine. She doesn't get her defensive reroll, right? So...
But still, it's a 4 dice base.
Yeah.
Has it do 4 damage? Like...
Yeah. I mean, this is, in the words of Muse on Minis, this is MCP, baby. You know?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not saying it can't happen.
Yeah.
I just don't know if going after Okoye now makes sense. Because really, he just has Cassandra and Taskmaster, and he still has his own extract to pick up. Unless he's just foregoing that one.
Yeah.
Looks like just like I just mentioned. Like I mentioned. It's like, well, wait a second, right? Why don't I leave this one on the ground here?
Prophetic.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's just out. Oh, is he?
Oh, no. Actually, it looks like, from that positioning, it looks like even the 35mm bases can grab an extract and be on the secure in this particular situation.
That's good to know. Yeah, Koya backs up, just like we said.
Yeah.
He's super safe and hides in the corner.
Yeah. They're both like, I think they both saw red there for a little bit and are thinking, I should also score some points, right? You know, this probably would be a good idea.
Because just Cassandra left.
Yeah.
And Zemo.
What are your thoughts on the opening with the attacks and then, you know, as we kind of talked about, now they're using later activations to go after the extracts. Do you think that that's a smart direction in this particular play, or would you wanted to back people up and grab the extracts a little earlier?
I wouldn't have started with Dormomu. Mostly because there wasn't a really great activation he was going to have to blow things up. And Ultron had some attack, but didn't have a lot of power. So it's basically needing Ultron to natural dice, which is okay. But you have the Zemo bubble, you have a Okoye there. Like, are you really afraid in that scenario? You're like, yeah. So I think he went in hard.
That was a Prowler attack from Taskmaster?
Yes.
Or no, there's a Prowler attack from
No.
Cassandra.
Yeah. Oh, to use the gauntlets, yeah. Which is a cute play.
Yeah. Get some action going there. Soften up these targets. There was definitely a world where after the charge didn't do anything amazing, there's a world where I would have potentially liked to see if he could have moved and taken an objective. I also think the Prowler play might have been an interesting, like, opening play.
Correct.
Right? Like,
that would have been very interesting to not necessarily dive into a corner, but there was... I think if you got to the top right corner, actually closer to the outside edge, Cassandra would have been able to hit him, or you need a Sentinel to pull them in.
Yeah.
Like restraint cables first, but then that still sets up the Echo, like, follow-up, right? Because, like, you still have a backup plan if things go poorly.
100%.
And also, you're missing a secure, so you kind of have to play aggressively, right?
Yes,
and grab an extra tracker, or you have to play onto a point. And that's the problem with the Prowler play, is that he's not winning the point at the moment.
Well, actually, I guess Cassandra is on the point. It doesn't look like Ultron stayed on the point.
Nope.
So currently it's a tied point.
Yep. Which is, I mean, if you're potentially going down, it's better, the lower the overall total, the threshold, but you would prefer to be one up, right?
Right now, both of... Wong is contesting. So right now, Boots is only scoring 1 point. Because Prime is injured. Taskmaster and Echo are both on that objective. Wait a minute. Am I confused? Did Wong just activate a second time?
That was Cassandra that walked out.
Oh, that was Cassandra. Oh, right.
Just Cassandra walked around and didn't attack, just literally walked.
Yeah. She shot at
she's the
Prowler, and then she walked onto the point.
Yeah. Which is an okay turn again.
Yeah.
The problem here is going to be Echo in a second.
Well, Echo's already gone.
Well, I mean, next round. Like,
yes.
You have Prio, but if you don't get her Echo, she's going to flip out again.
Yes. You definitely, and she's all powered up for big plays.
That's what she's actually scary.
Last activation is Zemo.
Yeah, it's safe. You just walk back and grab the one. There's no reason to overplay your hand now.
Yeah, just kind of, you've got a little bit of an offensive lead, and you're now getting a bit of a points lead as well. Ooh.
No,
I dig the aggressiveness here because he's gonna change the scoring there. So instead of a tie, he's gonna win it, and he will have Zemo up in the action, ready to go for next turn. I like that. I think.
Phase flips the attack.
Oh,
charge.
Cassandra gets damage on him, deals him 4 damage.
Oh, yeah.
I like this play a whole lot less now.
See, I have a great idea of not going.
Yeah.
She'll listen to me.
But then Cassandra moves, and so it actually costs him a point?
Yeah, I don't know.
That I don't like.
There.
Yeah, having her leave the objective is rough.
My point for leaving Zemo back is that you don't know which is going to turn off the next round.
Yeah.
And so it's sort of hedging your bet of Zemo can still charge in the next round if he needs to still do something.
For sure. But having him up there for Echo rerolls for potentially first activation and creating multi-threats. Yeah. I like the play up until Cassandra blasted him, but you also kind of baited Boots into moving away from the secure.
The ultimate issue is Ultron, and Ultron's just not in the position of helping people right now.
Yes. He is in position where he can potentially finish off Prowler, which is not the worst.
Yes.
Or no, did Prowler get wounded? Or did he get injured?
It looks like you got dazed.
Yeah. It was more damage than I realized in the moment. Okay, so Boots has priority. What would you open up with here? Is it straight up Sentinel Prime? Like, try to take Echo off the table? Or out, take an activation here?
Man, it's like Recal's on the table. You got Zemo there. It's like, ugh.
Well, and especially since he didn't get to make that many attacks with Directive 1 up. And
correct.
Now he's in a position where Directive 1 would be amazing.
Right now, correct.
Yes.
And now we're in a position where if Sentinel Prime doesn't go, there's a real chance that someone just dies.
I'm not sure which card he played there. He's spending 2 power attacking Zemo. So he's figured Zemo's at 1, take away the activation.
Yeah.
Zemo's blocking 1, it looks like. Rerolls.
Is that Directive 1?
I think so. Maybe we thought he played it last turn and didn't.
Yes. I mean, now would be the time to use it, right?
Yeah. I'm wondering if the rerolls were a little excessive there. I think Zemo had 1 health.
He's really trying to end things. I mean, now is like the power turn deal. The power you're just going to Punch Town.
Just so little of that power he was getting back.
Kaboomers.
Okay. I assume this is into Echo?
Yeah. Yep. 3 crits. Alright, some big attacks.
Oh, what they're figuring out here is the leadership needs to actually give out power for dazing Zemo.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they're catching up on now.
I think right now, Echo has 6. So right now he's doing 6 damage, and he's blocking 1, so he's taking 5.
Yeah.
Push is close.
Oh, Zemo off the table.
Yeah. Zemo got one-shotted.
Impressive, Cassandra. All right, but there obviously is the ability to potentially bring Zemo back. That is a Dormammu thing. So here they're just kind of checking to see what's the range that Prowler would have to get get that objective. Looks like he's going to charge. Be at range to be able to pick up the objective. He's got a lot of power, so I think he's thinking about double spendering.
Spender, yeah.
Yes. It's just a charge, so he can do whatever attack he wants. And Ultron's only got 6 health left. We could have Prowler business here. Prowler Spender is so good.
That's okay. That's not bad, actually.
1 block from Ultron, it looks like. 1 wild.
5 going in, which is like good. Still nothing wrong with 5.
Yep. So that's 4 damage through.
Oh. Is that Ultron? Well, it's because the Hex, right?
Yes. And gets to throw him.
Yeah.
Oh, he accidentally dragged the extract with...
this is the whole...
Yeah. Picks up the extract, gets the power refunded, and then is going to spend him again. Damn, Prowler action. I love that Pat is showcasing Echo and Prowler, because I just have had so much fun playing these 2 characters. Poor Ultron, just getting picked on by the new hotness.
Ooh, that's
5
a spicy
successes.
roll. Yep. It's be hard for him to block all of it.
Yeah. When he's blocking none, or is it blocking 1?
One. But again, Hex. So it's just it's brutal.
Yeah. And Prowler's a wall crawler, so he can walk onto that size 5 if he wants. But I think he's wondering about staying within range. Does he want the cover, or does he want to be on the secure?
I'd be getting out of there. So I'd be ejecting, create space.
Yeah, might as well be on there. It's not like he's getting much further backwards. He's already taken a lot of the key power of the Sentinel list has already activated, right? You know, you've got Cassandra, Taskmaster, and Wong. So there's not a ton that's going to threaten Prowler. I mean, besides just MCP dice in general.
Class.
All right, so what do you do in Boots' shoes right now?
Man. Dormomu still isn't activated.
Yeah.
Right. Like, that's sort of the problem here.
Try to take the Echo activation? You've got...
Yeah, but what's going to do it? Right, with Prime gone, I have to be Cassandra.
Taskmaster?
I don't think Taskmaster can actually kill her. Oh, I guess with Direct 1 he could. If he's Sentinel right now.
Yeah. I don't know how... if Prowler's within range 2, he can do the no modified defense. Like, his spender is really good if somebody starts within range 2 of him. But I can't quite tell if he ended up in that position. I don't think
that's 2 of Echo. But who's going now?
So is that a Cassandra attack?
I think so. No, that is...
It is Zemo? Or it is Taskmaster?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so it looks like did start within range 2. And it's a Dazed Echo. Or no, that was Cassandra Nova.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, she's not scoring any points, but taking the Echo activation is definitely helpful.
The power was from Sentinel Prime was rerolls.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And then got a daze, so that means that Prime got to hand out power.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Dormammu hops. Now, range 4 attack.
This is the Dormammu. Yep. This is the scary business.
Looks like 3 successes.
Blocking none. Not ideal.
So he was blocking none, re-rolled 3, got a block and a skull, so still basically blocked 0.
Mm-hmm. Love to see it.
Oh, defense dice. He is within range 3, so I think it's spender time.
And this is super scary, right?
Yes.
Because spender is nuts.
Pat's going to make me finish updating the base on my Dormammu so I can try this list. 8 dice. Mystic is the problem. Better defensive spike potential. Blocking 2, it looks like.
2 crits.
6 successes on offense. No rerolls for Dormammu. I think here there is a mistake. Prime is now rerolls once per turn, so I don't think he would have been able to do those 2 defensive rerolls, not that it ended up mattering since he went down anyway.
Yeah.
Oh man, Prime is usually a character who just barely lives. Like,
This is the healing Ultron and doing stuff over here.
Yeah.
Where earlier Sentinel could have backed up and gotten an extract and that's secure. And Echo would have gotten a walk and charge. A one attack would have killed it.
So Taskmaster moves, grabs an extract, and I don't know if he's close enough to contest that secure. I can't tell since it's under Dormomu. See, is that...
I think
so Okoye and Wong to close things out.
But losing Sentinel.
Well, I got to close things out with the 2s.
Yeah.
So the back extract has not been grabbed, so I think that's seems like a
Okoye
perfectly
scraps,
valid Okoye plan there. Unfortunately, she doesn't get a score a secure because of the nature of them being turned off.
Yeah. But I think still grabbing a point's fine.
Yeah.
Basically freebie.
Yeah.
Because getting Sentinel means they're on their back foot.
Yeah.
And you still, still got them.
You could also probably position where she grabs an extract and then moves towards Dormammu for bodyguarding next turn, because you're not really caring about... because she's not going to be holding it next turn anyway.
Yeah, but Dormammu has Cryo.
It does. I don't know if you're activating, but I just be over there and be ready for a key bodyguard. Could also move up and be ready to bodyguard Prowler.
Yeah, I was actually thinking
either of those.
Originally, but after there, they both moved.
Yeah. I would. Yeah, I think that was a good shout to see if he could potentially break that tie, but does not quite get into range.
Well, I guess to your point, because he's still bodyguarding Dormammu, so you kind of hold off on that attack.
So it looks like Pat scored 3.
Yeah.
And so they both scored 3, so...
Yes.
Okay.
So what would you do here?
So let's see. So Dormammu has Prio, right?
Mm-hmm. I have an idea, but my idea is just funny more than anything.
You've already got Prime off the table. Ultron's way out of position.
Oh, we still need to roll to see which turns off, but...
Yeah.
Very bad for Boots for either one of his to turn off right now.
Yeah, I mean, none of his have turned off yet.
Yeah.
So they rolled blank, though, so that was the...
Is that the same one, I think?
Yeah. Or, I forget, now I'm going to double check the thing. Can it be the same one? I think it has to be a different one, technically.
Oh.
Nope. You remove all the damage tokens first, put a damage token on the block marked with the matching result.
So just keep landing.
Yep.
So
I thought they might have to roll before it went away, but no, I was wrong there.
Because I actually think you send Echo backwards towards your own home point and just take out Taskmaster now. And just get rid of him. And just stab him in the head. Ooh, Prowler's going ham here.
Oh, Prowler. I don't hate this. Try to make...
Grab, yeah.
Yeah, grab so that, so he charges, gets to strike Ultron. So his 2 crits, so he was rolling in 2 more dice. Just does 1 damage. He spends it to grab the prisoner. Not a ton of power for Prowler.
Yeah, that's why I don't love this plan. But
I don't know. I like the...
It's not the worst. It's not the worst.
Yeah, get the extract away so that Ultron is now in a really awkward spot to try to get an extract. Just try to put Boots a little behind. You're not getting Prowler super far away, but at least getting him far enough where Ultron's not starting off making an attack on him. But you are walking into the
yeah,
you are walking into the double attack from the grunts.
So I don't know if that's much better. So you double cat grunts, Ultron walks up, throws attacks, like.
Yeah. I think I would have liked him to just move onto the size 5 there, because he is a wall crawler. I think ignore the extract there. Try to be, if you're going to go after the secure and you want to attack Prowler, that he's going to have cover.
I actually would have sent Prowler to my home, the bottom left, and just grab that. Just to play 6. Prowler doesn't have a lot of power anyway. He just stands, grabs, and then reposition, because then you can keep rotating with Dormammu and Okoye towards their side, which is now the power side is those two and Echo, right?
Yeah. One thing I do like about the play, he didn't spike, but it's one of those, I love the charge in to grab an extract, make the attack. If he spikes, maybe he stands there and tries to kill him. Yeah. And so I think there was a lot of upside of that particular play. I think I would have ended on the size 5. Boots was checking to see if Taskmaster could double walk, grab that extract over on that side. So he is activating Taskmaster now.
Yeah. What a good old task he'd do, though. Throw shields and pray? Like, I don't know.
5 dice into Dormammu.
Oh, the sword?
Yep, sword. 4 dice. Unfortunately, Dormammu gets to shove him away and hex him, I believe.
And this is why, like, this dueling Dormammu is very silly.
Yeah.
Originally, I thought it would make sense if the first move, instead of Ultron, was going to be, like, Sentinel to try to pull in Dormammu and just try to send every attack in. Yeah. But even that's still risky, right? It's still Dormammu.
So let's see. Did Taskmaster pick up... He did pick up the extract first, it looks like.
Yes.
It would have been really interesting to see if you could bait Boots into making the second attack and then push him away on the second attack and make him drop the extract by getting him within range 5 of the board edge. That would have been tech.
I think it's stuff like Blob, like messing with people. Yeah. Like, watch this.
All right, Dormammu. Dormammu's going to
spicy time. Forward. Yeah, it's spicy time. Who cares, right? You feel it for now. It's all in time.
He's gonna let Taskmaster not pay for his crimes.
Well, he can just walk Okoye up to contest. Like he wants to, get spicy.
So doing his Dormammu teleport, not going the full distance. He's got range 4 on...
Yeah, and she's range 3, so he's trying to get it from out of her range.
But she's stealth, right? So he's not going to be able to attack her.
Is she stealth?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So he's moving forward, but still going after Taskmaster. He didn't want to be within the range 2 for counting blanks.
She doesn't have stealth. She has the telekinetic cloak. It can't be ignored, essentially.
Yeah. Stealth, it has like storm stealth.
Better stealth.
Yeah, better stealth. Super stealth.
Well,
I like the teleport forward and attack Taskmaster where he's not counting blanks.
Yeah.
3 successes. So he gets to sap 2 power, put Hex, which he already has. And so now there's counterattack potential. I'm always nervous rolling the 4 dice counterattack.
Yes.
But I think he's worried that he may not live through another attack. Dormammu takes 3 damage. Only gets 1 power out of it. Man, the counterattacks, like, Boots should make an all counterattack list, because his counterattack rolls have been spicy.
It's just highs and lows of counterattacks.
Yeah.
But most certainly one game's on counterattacks.
Yeah. Boots' defensive rolls have been garbage, but his counter damage rolls during your opponent's turn have been pretty good.
Yes.
So is this going to be another attack into...
A lot of crits. Oof.
Yeah, so 4 damage, so... He saps 3 power from Taskmaster before he kills him. It's funny how much I prefer the Skull's sapping power, because I just never rolled wilds when I played Dormammu, which was my problem, and so I always felt like I was low on power.
Yeah, it also just means he is generally rolling well all the time.
Yeah.
Which really evens out the biggest problem I have, which is like,
yeah.
It's a high threat model. If your dice flub, like, you're in big trouble.
Yes.
I do like the concept of using skulls for other abilities.
Yes, I like it a lot. I like in general just having things trigger on stuff besides wild. I like a lot. All right. What is this attack on? It's funny because I've been doing a lot of these for Shatterpoint, and all my locals have been trained really well, so they like say things out loud really clearly. Yeah. And this was the first time I was doing it for MCP in a long time.
I tend to point at models with like this model's attacking that model, like explicitly pointing between the two and who's doing what. Just because I think it's easier.
Oh, that was Ultron grunt attacks into Dormammu, I believe.
Sure. Oh, the double grunts.
Or it might have been into Prowler. Throw into Prowler takes 1 damage.
Oh, Prowler. You're so funny.
Energy attack into Prowler.
Ooh.
6 on the dice for Ultron. Blocking 1.
Goodbye?
So takes 1 from the throw plus the 4 damage to get dazed there, or to get injured, wounded. Dazed, I had it right the first time. Oh, so he's going to elect to indom the throw to keep him alive.
Okay. On 1.
I felt like there was something that was going to happen there to save him. That seemed like a recal moment with how many games you're like, oh, you got a big spike? It's recal time, baby.
Yeah.
I kept in my head thinking like, oh, does he have recal? Is this a recal moment? Interesting seeing what do you think about Indom versus Brace in this new world?
I'm still believing Brace. Because Brace takes care of a situation which 2 characters get thrown into each other. Don't take damage. Mm-hmm. Right? Which can't do. I just don't think Brace is automatic. As it was. And I wonder if Brace comes off the restricted list, essentially.
Yeah. So we saw the movement of the models. Boots was kind of used to Brace, so he's thinking, oh, you still get moved, you just don't take damage. He's like, no, this is Indom, I just don't get thrown. So then that was the bow or the encephalopod beam.
Yeah. Encephalopod.
Oh, advances him towards Cassandra.
Trying to pop him
try to pop the traps and rolls no successes. Oh,
I've
clever.
I've actually been there.
Clever play by Boots. The dice said no.
I actually watched that movie the other day, Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Clever girl.
Yeah.
Clever girl.
Oh, Boots! When you watch this, which I have a feeling you will, I respect the strategy there, and we talked too much about his counterattack dice.
It would fail eventually. That's how fate works. All right, what is Cassandra?
Yeah.
Oh, Echo's going in.
Yeah. Let's see.
I would legit consider walk steal. Yeah. And just walk away.
But, I mean, it's not crazy to just, like, try to kill Wong, right? Like,
no, it's not also crazy.
And that potential point.
Yeah. I just think he's trying to think of the prio at the moment.
Yeah.
But he can still charge, double attack Wong here and get the point.
Yeah. There was also a world where you could conceivably try to take Ultron off the table. Because she just moves so far. But
I think
charge into Wong?
Yeah, I guess so. He's rolling 4. Oh, yeah, this is Cassandra's.
Oh, bombs into.
Mm-hmm. It's Echo. Which, I don't know.
Which is a little nervous because you're not going to kill her, and you potentially give her spender power, right?
Which I don't like necessarily. I only usually, well, not only, but not when they're going hard like this into someone.
I mean, he's got to get some damage spread around, though. He's behind. I mean, their score has been equal, right? But it definitely feels behind the curve in, like, the attrition game plan.
The goal now is trying to score out, right? When you're down a big model like that, you have to quickly end the game.
Yeah.
Because you're just down a huge activation.
So here they're just kind of resolving Cassandra's movement since she dealt damage with the... do you remember what that ability is called?
That is called Psychic Distraction.
Psychic Distraction.
Yeah. That's why brain waves.
Psychic tricks and traps.
Yeah.
Or I suppose tricks and traps is kind of psychic as well.
Well, tricks and traps is Gabo going crazy, like tossing bombs and stuff, because he's, a madman. Then you have, like, Mysterio.
Yeah,
right?
So I was like, what is
that tricks
smoke,
and traps?
Smoke and mirrors?
Yeah, and it's like you're tripping over stuff and, like, falling into things. That's what's supposed to be happening. Okay. Like you walk into a car or whatever.
Got another attack into Wong, which dazes Wong.
Kaboosh. And maybe he's hoping to one-shot Wong and bounce anyway, right?
Yeah. All right. Echo is picking up the prisoner.
Mm-hmm.
And did it in one attack, so she actually...
Just leave. Just walk away.
I like this here because he's trying to get at a spot where potentially has stealth from Cassandra, because Echo has the pseudo stealth.
Yes. She's within
and
range.
So because of the range 2 of the objective, because a range 3 is 2 range 2 templates, right? And so you could be on opposite sides of a token, the outside of range 3 because of the range 2 contesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the base itself is the 1, right? So that would be 7 inches.
Yeah. And so, even though she's range 4, Echo gets a stealth from the size 2 piece of terrain nearby. So I think the only activation left for Boots is Cassandra. And Dormammu has Okoye left?
Just hanging out. Casino's gone, priority went. Yeah, just great.
Yeah. So now there's a little discussion. It sounds like Boots is regretting dealing the damage to Echo and potentially powering her up.
Yeah.
Which I agree. That's like the challenge with those powers is sometimes you want you want to get in the damage when you can because sometimes you may need it later on, right? You just had Prowler live on 1. If you'd gotten 1 damage through at some point, then he would have left the table. So okay, now we got an attack on Prowler from Cassandra. He is going to leave the table and drop a prisoner.
So
Prowler's done so much work.
Yeah, he's ran around the board multiple times. This is kind of why I wanted to run away with Prowler originally and grab the further away point.
Yep.
Because it's still sitting there. I mean, Okoye can grab it, but...
Yeah. Another situation where I think leaving Prowler contesting that objective wasn't that helpful, and I just would have preferred him to move on to the size 5. You wouldn't have been able to throw the terrain at him because the size 5 would have protected it. He would have been outside of range of the Ultron grunts. He would have had cover from the Ultron attack. There just would have been so much to keep him alive holding that. This is where I was nervous with the Cassandra final movement. It looks like Cassandra did get outside of range 5, but only by a little bit. And so, because essentially, you can kind of see the marking on the map where the D objective would go. And if Cassandra's base was halfway through that, she would drop the extract.
Be sad. Okoye, what are you doing?
All right, so now we got an Okoye activation. I'm definitely noticing how it's going to be really important to. Yeah. All right, so Okoye moves into range of
shoot the spear.
Into range 3, takes the psychic distraction damage. Moving forward.
Interesting.
All right. So spear into Cassandra. Looks like 2 successes. Or is it 3?
3.
Takes 2. So that'll be end of round. All right, so Dormomu scores 4 and goes to 14. Looks like Sentinels scored 2 and went to 12.
So being down and being within spitting distance of the 16 is scary.
Yeah, a lot of definitely an uphill battle for Boots at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, and as Zemo comes back to make things worse.
That's why, it makes it very difficult.
Yeah.
Because losing Sentinel, because actually, like, you're a higher threat character early, just puts you in a position where you're like, oh, no.
And your leadership.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'd be difficult to climb out of this board state.
Okay, hit. So finally, also, one of them on... the one that Cassandra is on is now no longer the active point. So this is particularly rough because it really means Dormammu can just kind of back up, right? Mm-hmm. And if Dormammu just has characters who grab the objectives and ends with as many people scoring on the backside as possible. So by backside, I mean kind of the bottom of the screen for the people who are watching.
I think now Echo could dive Taskmaster to try to take him out.
Yeah, definitely. You get the chance to
fight,
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't hate that. You have the chance for the extract.
He's just sort of sitting around anyway in the backyard, which is not a great position to be in. And he's already flipped, so...
And he's got a couple... oh, no, he doesn't have any damage on him.
But if anyone's going to do it, she's like the person to do it.
Yeah, she definitely has like serious spike potential.
Because she was Zemo reroll, like she has to go crazy here.
All right, just finishing up resolving some power up. Yeah. Poor Prowler not on the table anymore, but he did good work all game.
That's the other thing for Dormomu players. You can lose a person, but you have to control the rate at which you lose people. Like, it's like having a turn where you lose 2 characters in a single round hurts.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, getting Zemo back now is so helpful. Like that really, you're kind of like in Boot's spot if Zemo was off the table and there was just 3 characters and it's just Dormammu, Okoye, Echo, and like Okoye has like 3 damage on her, you'd be feeling a lot better about your potential of like stopping him from scoring. But adding that additional 3 just complicates things so much. So this was...
Exact. Almost same roll. Toots and shield, both sides.
Like that. Taskmaster attacks into Dorm? I think the second attack was bodyguarded, but did no damage to Okoye. Just not getting that last little bit of damage through. All right. So that was...
Oh, the grunts were attacking.
Okay. It was grunts attacks, not Taskmaster attacks.
So he walks. He's going to... Yep. Use the brainwaves on Dormammu.
Yep. Maybe try to kill with Psychic Distraction. Yep. Psychic Distraction. Psychic Distraction might be doing so much work this game. Let's see if it can...
She wants to love it,
All hits. That one needs crits and wilds, right?
Yeah.
So
and it's 4 dice. It's why I don't like it. It's like crits and wild and 4 dice is like it's so unreliable.
Yeah. I mean, you should have 1 success a lot of the time. But he had multiple rolls with like 2 or 3 very early on, and then got into a lot of rolls with 0 as the game progressed.
Like where Ultron's position now is where Ultron should have been for most of the game.
Yeah,
it was like aggressively between his 2 points, being like, "Fight me, cowards!"
Yeah. All right. Looks like damage on Cassandra. But was that a Dormammu activation?
Yeah, because he moved over.
Yeah.
So we're just backing off here.
Yeah. All right, so that wrapped up. Nothing too crazy from Dormammu there.
Mm-hmm.
Fast characters.
Yeah.
I think here we got Boots kind of considering just like where can the long movers get to. I think he's certainly happy that the Dormammu turn didn't blow up on him.
Yeah, like Boots really wants to try to score 5, right? To get 17. Like that's like the safe zone of you probably got it because there's 8 on the table. But that still is a wiggle room for Pat here to pick this up.
Yeah. I mean, Ultron's definitely happy about scoring 2 at least at the moment.
Yeah. Dormammu not having an amazing activation is good.
Yeah.
Does Taskmaster live?
All right, so it's going to be Cassandra. She's going to root and slow Zemo.
Yes. Keeps him from running around and
doing
anything cute. Yeah.
Only problem being is that she's going to have trouble getting to the extract.
Yeah. Very unlikely.
Yeah, it just doesn't... Looks like she's a little far away from them. It's such an interesting dynamic, right, with having to go back to the extract locations.
I actually like the scenario a lot.
Yeah. I definitely need to try it more.
I'm playing a Cyclops and hit and run. Because then I can run it back to it, pick it up, the next round, hit and run back, go forward. So it's like a fun little game. All right.
She's going to go forward.
Cassandra's going in. Okay, she's going to try to switch spots with Task? Or is she just going to...
So what they're talking about here is worrying about the range 5 to drop, but as long as you're within range 1 of the extract of one of those dispensers, then you won't drop your extract. All right. I like that play. I think that's solid. He's going for points. He knows he needs to hit that 5. But there's Echo. And Echo can do Echo things. And Cassandra has not been dazed yet, so she is still healthy.
Correct. Yes. So that's what makes this kind of interesting here. Echo runs. Because he needs to score 3 to really cinch it, right? Because he's at 14, so he goes 7.
He needs to score 4.
Yeah, so they'd be tied if it's 5-3.
Well, if he scores 3 and he keeps Boots to 4, then he will win.
Oh, there's only 7 points because one of them's turned off right now.
Yes. So I definitely don't hate that. There's a Wong activation remaining? All right. Yep. I don't have any problem with this Echo play.
Yeah.
Get the points. Try to lock this in. She's got a decent amount of health. The killers have activated. She's unlikely to get displaced or dazed now.
Yeah.
Okay, so Wong is grabbing an extract. So now it might come down to killing Wong.
Yeah.
And there's a...
there still is... Well, Zemo's healthy right now. He's back. Taskmaster is not.
Where is Wong?
Wong is Wong... Where he picked up? I don't understand.
To be in range for it next turn, playing... But I think I think somebody's winning this turn.
Yeah, I don't think you're playing for another round. You're playing for keeps.
Yeah. All right, he's just putting it down for probably an angle that doesn't bump Echo. But I guess both Echo and Wong have been are on their injured side, so nobody's controlling that secure now. So Zemo attack? All right, and I don't know if that was a movement or if he had spendered. He did spender. He was he was correcting that he doesn't get power off the attack. So that was a spender and then move.
Just straight attack here.
Yeah. Attacking Cass now. She blocks a 0.
Double crits.
2 crits.
4, 5.
Yep. Dazes Cass.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, because you're going to get Cass's extract now.
And he's winning that point now.
Winning that point, so he's currently scoring 3, which means that it's going to be kind of locked in, it seems like. Because Ultron is scoring 2, Wong is scoring 1, so that's 3. He needs 2 more points, which is not feasible now. Is there an I assume that there is an activation left on Boots' side.
Gone.
Ultron's gone. Cassandra's
already gone.
Wong.
Taskmaster.
Oh, so you got it's Taskmaster left.
Yep. Taskmaster.
For how bad this gone for Boots over the course of like some of these dice rolls, it's interesting how close the game still is. If Taskmaster can kill Zemo, Taskmaster kills Zemo, that's a win, right, for Boots.
Because he ended up winning that point.
There's a Okoye. He has to get through Okoye. Yeah, and Okoye is still healthy. So he kind of has to kill both of them.
And that's a tall order.
So no damage. I think that was a Taskmaster spender into no damage.
It's a very sad attack.
Yep, and another sad attack roll for 1 damage.
Yeah.
And so that's...
Yeah. I think, thinking about this game in retrospect, that Ultron fallback play really determined a lot of the tempo, because Ultron was just never in a good position to double attack from that point forward.
Yeah, I think I agree with you there. I also think... the fallback and then also the choice of activation there. I think I would have really liked to see you played Efficient Machines light and like losing the Prime activation before Prime gets to benefit from that card was just a huge deal. And so I think I agree with you that fallback play was rough, and then kind of being in the situation where you also didn't get a good Prime activation because you were choosing to do Wong and then Ultron.
Your earlier question about Bucky versus Taskmaster, that Taskmaster did survive a long time, and he was like in the fight. So I think Dormomu was discouraged in fighting Taskmaster because he was tough. Where I don't know Bucky would have survived like Echo.
Yeah.
Right, and that sort of thing. Where like Echo doesn't love fighting Taskmaster. He's like, Marshall Rider's right? Like, I'm not in love with that fight.
Yeah. There might have been a little more attacking opportunity for Bucky, and it seemed like things were fairly close together, right? So you would have some opportunities for Hydra tactics. But I do think it's an interesting decision which one you take overall. Well, to kind of wrap things up for this, which one of these lists will you be more excited to play after this game?
That I would play? Or
personally. You, as Danny Modesto, which one would you,
I think the Dormomu lists. Again, because I just love the Prowler Echo combination, right? Because, like, Weapon X getting kicked out for Echo, she's just a death machine.
Yeah.
And Prowler with power just being able to charge all the time is really cool. Like, long move charges are very good.
Yes.
Like, they're just good.
Especially when you have a whole lot of them. So yeah, I like it. I think I'd also want to try Dormomu. I'm definitely excited to play Sentinels, but I think I might want to hold off until the new models come out. But I appreciate that Boots is digging in. And like, they held their own. That was neck and neck kind of up until the very end, even with a lot of dice not going in Boots' favor. Still kind of held on and kept it close.
I think if Prime lived another round, that could have like changed the entire tempo. Like, because at the very end, it's very, very close. Like one more round of activation of Sentinel Prime changes a lot of the board state, the coils. Exactly. Yeah. So like, and more rerolls, like all sorts of things start happening from there. And like, the power of Echo. The power of Echo. Just randomly explode.
Yeah, she will be echoing through Sentinel Prime's memory banks for a long time.
Sure.
All right. Well, Danny, thank you so much for doing commentary with me. That was a lot of fun to explore that game. And big shout out to both Jon and Pat for allowing me to record their game. You guys are awesome. Love playing games with you. Love seeing your games. So huge shout out to the boys. Danny, any final thoughts before we wrap?
No, I just hope we get to do some more of these over the near future. Because I think it's fun to sort of hear back and forth and thoughts, because it's both of us thinking about the game versus us like interviewing the other person. It's a little different format for everyone.
All right, we'll close things out there. The most OP thing that you can do is also check us out on Move Throw. Later, nerds.